Get your bite.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hey. Good evening. Welcome to the Vitamin M Show with your girl, Marshall Sterling, where the M stands for motivation. You are in the right place for motivation and inspiration. I want to welcome you to the show. I am always elated when you decide to join me. You made the right decision on tonight. This is the right place to spend your Sunday night, getting powered up and ready for the remainder of your week. Listen, shift happens. Shift happens. Do you hear me when I say that shift happens? Shift happens. During a shift, you have to make tough decisions, but you must know that there is a shift and there is nothing that you can do about it but shift, but rock with it, but flow with it, roll with it. Why? Because I come tonight to decree and to declare and to let you know on tonight. This is a public service announcement. If you don't know and you have not been put on notice, I am here to put you on notice on tonight. Shift happens. Shift happens. Shift happens. Shift happens. When you are in the process, when you are in a process, during the process, shift happens. There is a shift. There is a change. Things begin to move. Shift happens. You have to be ready for the shift. You must be prepared mentally, physically for the shift. Your soul has to be ready for the shift because shift happens. You have to prepare your heart, your mind, your body, and your soul to understand and embrace, to hug the fact that shift happens. I fully understand that there is a process. I know that's what you said to me, Marshall. You talked about it on last week that I'm in the process and I'm okay with being molded and on fire and pushed and strained and beat and turned during the process. I'm doing the work and I am working on being patient. I am working doing the work. Stay quiet and do the work. But during the process, a shift begins to happen. Shift happens. You need to understand that shift happens. It is coming. It is a part of the process. It is an integral part of the process. When you are being beat and when you are being tossed to and fro, what do you do during the shift? You get an understanding and you begin to embrace it. You begin to understand that shift happens. I'm sorry to put you on notice, but shift happens. It is a part of life. It is a part of life. You can't get around it. You can't go on top of it. You cannot go underneath it. You must understand that shift happened. I was once a child, but now that I am old, I have never seen the righteous forsaken or his seed begging bread. Shift happens because I shifted from being young and now I am old, and shift happens. Things happen in the process. There is a shift from being a young child and the understanding that I had as a child to the understanding now that I walk in as an adult, and I fully understand that shift happens. The pendulum swings, and sometimes it is to my benefit. Sometimes it's to my benefit. And other times the shift happens and it shifts in somebody else's benefit. But what I do know and what I do understand, that there's room at the table, that the shift is going to come back my way. But while I am waiting for the shift to happen, while I am waiting for the pendulum to swing, I'm working and I'm preparing for the shift, because I know that it is going to swing back in my favor, and I'm going to be ready because shift happens. Are you ready for the shift? Because it will shift. It will happen. And then you have to be prepared, because when you have the mindset that shift happens, you prepare. I'm telling you that there is a shift. Get ready. Again, I understand the process, but shift happens. Things change and you must be ready, because sometimes the shift happens and it doesn't feel good. But I do know that it is definitely happening because I am in the middle of it. I'm tossing to and fro. The shift is happening. The shift is happening. Whether I like it or not, the shift is happening. A shift is a move or a cause to move from one place to another, especially over a small distance. A shift is not a big jump. It's not a big jump. A shift is a move or a cause from one place to another, especially over a small distance. It's just a little inch. It's just a little inch. But a shift is going to happen. A car changes gears. It is a shift. A shift is a slight change in position, direction, or tendency. When you're making a shift is still a move. A shift is still being in action. It's not stopping or quitting, but it is shifting. It is shifting. You are simply making a change in direction or tendency. You are making a slight change over a small distance. Whatever you do, you have to shift. You have to shift. Sometimes the shift is no fault of my own, but I'm forced into a shift. I'm forced into a different direction. It is a part of life. You can't get around it, but you must learn to flow with it, because shift happens. I'm going to offer you something. Learn to shift, to shift, to shift, to shift. Shift happens. Shift happens after these messages.
Are you ready to transform your life? Meet Marshall Sterling, the dynamic motivational speaker who inspires thousands to unlock their full potential. With her powerful messages and practical strategies, Marshall helps you overcome obstacles and achieve your dreams. Don't miss out on the opportunity to ignite your passion and embrace your greatness. Book Marshall Sterling for your next event and start your journey to success today.
In the words of Bishop T.D. Jakes, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, because the shift is happening. When you leave to go somewhere, you sometimes, if you don't know where you're going, then you're going to type the address in to GPS. And sometimes when you get ready to put it into GPS and you press start, and you tell it to start guiding you, it will say that it's redirecting you. Redirecting will come up. And when when it comes up, I'm sometimes frustrated, because I'm like, where is GPS about to tell me that I need to go? Where am I about to go now? Because I am no longer on my original route. I'm not where I was headed to go, or where I thought that I was going. And then sometimes I get nervous about it because it says rerouting, but I've learned that shift happens. And when GPS is redirecting me, that is a shift. It's shifting me around some traffic. There is something in the path that I am trying to go that it says rerouting. You need to go another direction. The shift in your life is telling you that you need to go in another direction. I'm rerouting you. I'm rerouting you. Life says that I am rerouting you. There is something up there that I want you to avoid. There's something I want you to avoid. There's something that I don't want you to encounter at this time. So I am shifting you. I'm making a small directional change in another path because I don't need you to go here because it'll stop you. It will derail you. It will take you somewhere else, somewhere I don't want you to go in the moment. So you have to learn to take the shift. Shift happens. Listen to the GPS that is within you, which is your God, which is your Holy Ghost. It is the God in you that says, I am rerouting your life because I see what's ahead. I see what is coming up. Sometimes your GPS will tell you that there is a police ahead and you didn't see them and they may be gone, but the last update that the GPS received said that there was a police officer and they are trying to avoid you from getting a ticket, rerouting you. Listen, allow the GPS in your life to reroute you. I'm in the process. We are in the process. We're in the process of a shift because shift happens. The original plan is not going to work. Shift happens. Shift happens for all kinds of reasons, but no matter the reason, just realize that shift happens. The shift is not coming to destroy you or get you lost. GPS not trying to get you lost. Sometimes GPS drives me a little bit crazy because I'm trying to figure out, you take me here and boom and down a hill and around a corner. And I'm just like, can't we just go a straight path? But GPS is saying, I'm not here to distract you. I'm not here to get you lost. I'm not here to stop or hinder you. The shift is coming to move you forward, to challenge you, to cause you to think, to get you out of your box, to get you out of your box, to get you out of your box, to get you out of your comfort zone because shift happens. The shift is coming. What if the shift is coming? Have we ever thought about that the shift is coming to elevate me? And when and where there is no shift, there is no elevation. Where there is no small change, there is no elevation because you will be stuck doing the same thing. If you do what you've always done, you will always get what you always got. There is no elevation. Do you hear me when I say there is no elevation without a shift? Listen, you're at a certain level and you are doing well and you are seeing success and all things are good. So you don't see a need to change. Why change if all things are working out? Because you've been doing the same thing and you keep getting the same results. And to change those results, you need a shift to happen. That shift that I have been resisting, that you have been resisting, the shift, the small change that you have been resisting is your next level. It's our next. It is the key to our next. We keep asking, what's next? I'm ready. I'm ready for what's next. I am prepared for that next level. Shift. Shift. Change gears. Shift. I'll make my own noises. Shift. I said shift. When you change your gears, you shift the gears. The answer is in the shift. 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 You are ready, but the answer is in the shift. The joy is in the shift. The peace is in the shift. The strength is in the shift. Let's shift. Shift happens. Shift happens. Shift happens. You have to shift if you plan on getting to the next level. We all want to get there. We all see ourselves there. We all know that we should, but we don't shift. We don't flow with the shift. We don't go with the shift. We resist the shift. We fight against the shift. We say, I don't understand the shift. You don't have to understand the shift to just move. How about you just go? Just go. Go and see what it is about. Go and see what's on the other side. Go. You don't even know. You haven't even went to go look at the land. You let somebody else go look and come back and tell you that it's giants over there. It's weeds over there. It's bugs over there. It's death over there. But the shift is not coming to destroy you. The shift is coming to make you better. The shift is coming to strengthen you. The shift is coming because you have mastered this level. When you're playing a game and you master the level, they don't leave you at the level. If you master level 1, you move on. It's the same thing. When you master kindergarten, you don't stay there. You move on. And when you master first grade, you move on. When you master all of elementary, you go to middle school. And when you master middle school, you go to high school. And when you master high school, you go to college. And when you master college, you go to the business world. You go to life. You don't stay, you shift. It's how you make it to your next level. It is how you get from point A to point B. There's always a shift. There's always a gear that needs to change. Your watch changes. Your watch changes. It's a shift. It's a shift. Shift is not a big thing. Shift is not a giant hurdle to overcome. It is a small but distinctive and purposeful step. You have to be purposeful about it. You have to be thoughtful about it. You have to know where you want to go, but you do need to make the shift. It's time to shift. Your watch changes hands. There is a shift. The car shift, whether it's automatic or manual, there is a shift. An elevator makes a shift. An escalator makes a shift. The plane's engine makes a shift. A train or a boat, all things make a shift to get you from point A to point B. My next is in the shift. My next is in the shift. Everything that you need is wrapped up in the shift. You have got to shift. You have to shift. Shift your mindset and your attitude, because whether you like it or not, there's no asking. Life didn't ask you if you wanted to move. Shift happens with or without you. It just depends on your attitude. It depends on how you show up. You can shift and be glad about it and be like, hey, we shifting. Hey, we shifting. Hey, that's my attitude. Shift happens. I have a good attitude about it, or I can be grumpy. I don't know. Anyway, and you can whine all about it, but life is too short for you to whine. You have to understand that shift happens. Sometimes the restaurant or the business abruptly closes and you are forced into a shift without a notification. I have a notification that there is a change. And because I have a notification that there is a change, then I can quickly make some adjustments because shift happens again with or without you. Life did not ask you, just like GPS does sometimes, it'll ask you if you want to take a quicker route, if you want to go somewhere else. Life did not ask you that. It shifted anyway. And you must listen, you've got to flow in shift. You've got to flow and shift. Shift with the shift. Shift with the shift. Adjust, change, readjust your crown. You are still a king. You are still a queen. You are still called to whatever it is. You are still called to the position. You just have to shift. Straighten your armor back out. Get your pearls on right. Get your pearls situated and shift. Don't let the shift knock you down. You still have a fight in you. There is still greatness within. You just have to shift. You cannot allow the shift to knock you down, because if you do, you're out the game. And why throw in the towel? Why get out the game? Who told you to give up? Who told you to give out? No one told you to give up. When shift happens, you must do a couple of things. I want you to learn to do a couple of things when shift happens. Embrace the shift. Hug it. Honey, go with it. Say, I got this. Go with it. Embrace the shift. Say yes to your next. I'm saying yes to everything that is in front of me. I'm embracing the shift. I'm saying yes to my next. And then I am check your perspective. It's a new opportunity. Not I'm out of chances. Not that I'm out of opportunities. See, it's about my mindset. I'm not out of opportunities. There's an abundance of opportunity there because I'm embracing my next. And I'm shifting. I'm embracing the shift and I'm saying yes to my next. And don't forget the mindset that shift happens. It's not the end. It's what's next. It's not the end. It's what's next. It's not the end of me. I just want to know what's next. I have to embrace the shift. I have to say yes to my next. I have to check my perspective because I am not out of opportunities. I am not out of chances. You can look at it and say, you should just give up. You should just quit. You should just throw in the towel. But what example would I or you be setting if we just gave up? If we just gave out? You have to say, this is a new opportunity, and you have to begin to explore those opportunities. You have to begin to do your homework and your research. What else is out there? What else do I need to do? What can I do next? What is the next door that is opening up for me? And I'm saying yes to my next because I already know that shift happens. That there is a slight change in the directionality of the way that I'm going. And so I need to move in the shift. Listen, I see you getting your vitamins A. I see you getting your vitamins A. I see you getting your vitamins A. Get your vitamins A. Get your vitamins A. Get your vitamins. It has been a brilliant opportunity to serve you, but don't let this be it. Get on YouTube and subscribe and do what? Go get your vitamins A. Go get your vitamins A. Do the shift A. Do the shift A. Do the shift. This has been your vitamin A, and we will see you on next week.
Join us next week to get your weekly dose of vitamin M. Please visit our website at www.marshallsterling.com